Hey guys, I'm MuffinQT from Team FeaR. I play support on Team FeaR, and I'm here to make a little vlog about the upcoming event in a couple of days. IPL 5 in Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas, so the commute isn't really all that big of a deal to me. Also, does Zuna live in Vegas, so like I said, we don't really have too much trouble getting to the event, so that's pretty nice. Just like 30 minutes down the road. But this is going to be I want to say it's our first real event with like our new roster. Lone Star was like a week after we got Zuna, and he had been practicing top for like 4 days before that event, and he did really well. Like we were all really surprised on how well he did. Like he played Jace at Lone Star Clash, and it was just like he had played it like twice before ever, and he did really well. Like carried us in one of the games or something like that. So he's been doing really well. We're all really happy about that. And IPL 5 is gonna be our first. I want to say our first LAN with our new team, and we're all pretty excited about it. Me especially, because there are some big name teams going to IPL 5. There's the Azubu Blaze, Taipei Assassins, Moscow 5, CLGs, all that stuff. And it's mostly just like Blaze, TPA, Moscow 5 that I really want to play against, because I've never played against them before. And they're regarded as some of the best teams in the world. Obviously, I mean, TPA just won Season 2 finals. Moscow 5 crushes like every tournament they're ever in, LAN-wise. Azubu Blaze the same. I mean, I really want to play against those teams, and I want to be able to prove myself as like a good player, rather than just like, because a lot of people look down upon the NA scene right now, and I mean, we are kind of the weakest scene, I guess, but I don't really want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of just like, oh, he's an NA player, like whatever. Like, I want to be able to prove myself, and I think our whole team definitely shares that with me. So, our group stage though, because IPL 5 starts off in group stages, there's 4 group stages. We have, it's us, CLG EU, CLG Prime, and a team called Iceland, which is actually a team from Hong Kong, which I don't know really a lot about them, because I don't really follow that scene too much. However, our friend was able to give us some information on them, which is pretty cool. I don't even know how he got the stuff that he gave us, but we do have a little bit of information on them and how they play and things like that. But then again, CLG EU and CLG Prime are both teams that were really... CLG Prime mostly, we have kind of figured out, like, not obviously completely figured out that we wouldn't beat them every single time, but they're a team that we play against a lot, they're a team that we see a lot, and we know the way that they play, we know their players, and even with the addition of Loco Doco now, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not that big of a change to their entire gameplay that we need to refigure out their whole team, but... So CLG Prime, like, we really have figured out, and CLG EU is a team that we see play a lot. They spent a lot of time recently in North America, so we were able to view their players a lot and how they play in like solo queue and even together as a team in tournaments and stuff. And we're pretty comfortable against them. They are really good, and I don't think our win rate against them is any... It's kind of close to 50-50, but I think they definitely do edge us out a lot of the games. And we know what to do to win against them. It's just, as long as we can execute it perfectly and they don't throw anything weird at us, then hopefully we can beat them in group stages. That'd be big for us. I think CLG EU would probably be the hardest team to beat in group stages. CLG Prime, like I said, we kind of had figured out. It's I would say that against CLG Prime, it's kind of 50-50, depending on how the game goes. I'm not really too sure. I can't really say that we'll beat them for sure. They'll beat us. That's not really something that I can say, but we do have them figured out. We know their players, like I said. Iceland, however, is totally coming out of left field. None of us really know too much about them. We have our little note sheet on them, but who knows how much of that is still accurate, or, you know. It is a team from Hong Kong, not players we've ever encountered before. They're not like a big name team from over there that we've seen play a lot in other tournaments. So it'll be interesting to play group stages, but I'm pretty pleased about our group stages. We don't have like Azubu Blaze or TPA and stuff like that. And like I said, yeah, I do want to play against them, but in group stages, they do really matter a lot, and I'd rather play against teams that we're more comfortable against than teams that we have more information on in group stages, so that we can get placed further in the bracket right after group stages. Nobody gets eliminated from group stages at IPL 5. The top 2 out of the 4 teams in each group go to like the winner bracket, like they move into the winners bracket, and then the bottom 2 move like directly into the losers bracket. So if you're in bottom 2, it's basically single elimination after that. You have to win every single game or you're out. So obviously we want to end up out of group stages in the top 2, so that we have the, not really the option to lose, but it's not like every game is our last game if we lose it. That's never a good feeling. You never want to be in a position of like, we need to win this game or the tournament's over for us. Unless if you're in the finals, and at that point you really want to win that as well. But I'm pretty excited for IPL 5. Like I said, big name teams. We all want to play against them. We all want to be able to show that we're not just some weak NA team that is just part of the NA scene that just isn't very good. We all want to prove ourselves against them. That's definitely true. Our preparation for IPL 5 has been pretty good. We kicked up our, when we got Zuna, we kicked up our scrimming schedule. We started like 2 to 10 pretty much every day, with only Monday being breaks, because we have like usually weekly tournaments like the TSM tournament over the weekend. So we usually would take Mondays off, but recently we've been taking no days off, so that we have all these days in preparation. And it was kind of an issue with Thanksgiving being recently, because ManCloud was actually out of town for like 4 days, I want to say, visiting his grandparents for Thanksgiving, which was kind of sucked practice-wise. We couldn't play with our full roster for like 4 days. But we did play, I think it was over the TSM, or we played in some tournament. It wasn't the TSM tournament. We played in something where we had to use a sub, and so it was good practice for the rest of us, but it's always different when you're practicing with not your full 5 and you have a sub. It's just not the same. Like, it is good practice for like getting synergies with like me and Zach in bot lane, and like the jungler and top and stuff like that. But when you don't have your full 5, it does kind of hurt you when you have to practice like that. But we got through it, and we played in the end of the TSM tourney with ManCloud, and we did pretty well in that. And then we practiced today, and we pretty much 2 to 10, same thing. So as long as we stick to what we know at IPL 5 and stick to what we practice, then I think we'll do pretty well. I feel like our biggest hindrance in LAN events, whenever we go to events, are that we try to do things that we're not necessarily not comfortable with, but like not something that we've never really practiced before, or not really practiced a lot. Something that we've seen work, but we've never tried it before. And we just try to go off of it on like a whim, or just like, let's just do it, let's just see what happens. Like, I think that mindset kind of messes with us in LANs, and I think if I keep reminding everybody, stick to what we know, stick to what we practice at home, the hundreds of times we play this game over and over and over, then I think we'll do pretty well. I think that'll be the biggest thing for us. As long as we stick to what we practice, we'll do pretty well. Clearly, we want to go and try to win the whole thing, but top 4 would be pretty amazing. I would really like top 4. I've always liked giving a good goal whenever going to an event, and obviously the big goal is winning the whole thing. That's pretty clear. But top 4 would be really, really nice. I'd be really pleased with everybody on our team if we got top 4. I'm trying to think of what else I need to say. The group stages, like I said, pretty excited about it. I think we got, like, looking at the other groups, I think we probably got. I think I would probably... Group C is pretty good. It has Meat Playground, Curse Gaming... Oh, it's Curse Gaming EU. I don't really know too much about them, so I don't know. I'm pretty happy about our groups. Just hopefully get top 2. If I had a prediction, if I'm going to put ourselves in the top 2 out of that group, it would probably be us and CLG EU. So that's what I'd like to see. Of course, it'd be pretty cool to have CLG EU not in the winners bracket, and then we just like cruise through the winners bracket, and it's just another big team that's really, really good, and we know they're really good, that we wouldn't have to face. But It's COGAU, so we'll see. Let's see, what else? I don't really know what else to say. IPL 5, everybody's really excited. It's here in town, and I don't really have to commute, so that's really nice. I don't really know how to end a vlog, so we're just gonna give a couple shout-outs, I guess. Definitely shout out to my team. You know, Mandatory Cloud, Gosuzuna, Smithy, Aframu. We're hopefully gonna show up and kick some ass at IPL 5. I really like IPL. Actually, I might just say this for a second. I really like IPL, the way that their event organizers work. I'm really good friends with like Nick Allen and stuff, and like their events are hands down my favorite events, just because they're so amazing. So yeah, I really do. I'm really excited for IPL in that regard. But yeah, I mean, we're all pretty excited about doing it, and I really still have no idea how I'm gonna end this video, but I mean, I guess shout out to all of our sponsors, clearly. I mean, SteelSeries, Twitch, everybody. Especially shout out to our manager, Nomsayan. I always try to go out of my way to make sure that people understand like how much she does for us. Nomsayan is just like, we would not be able to function as a team if she wasn't around doing all the things that she does for us, because that would mean one of us as the players or all of us together would try to do everything that she does for us, and it's ridiculous all the things she does for us, and so she really makes our lives a lot easier, and so definitely shout out to Christina. And I mean, I guess that's it. IPL 5's in a couple of days, and we're all pretty excited about it, so I don't know. I'm just gonna say peace, and I'm just gonna end it. Peace.